Hey, what's up guys? Nick here. Today I'm going to show you a couple exercises to work on getting the shoulders a little bit more open so you feel mobile and ready to go before your upper body workouts. We're going to focus on a couple big things here. First, opening up some of the prime movers around the actual shoulder joint. And then second, working on some thoracic spine mobility, namely extension and rotation, to help us feel like a little bit more ready to lift weights, especially when we're going overhead or doing any kind of pushing. So the first exercise we're going to do here in the doorway, we're going to step through the door with the same leg that we're putting the arm up. And we're just going to put the arm up in the doorway. Having this leg forward is going to help us not rotate as we kind of push through. And you're just going to lean forward, feel a big stretch to the shoulder. The front of the shoulder, the pecs. You shouldn't really feel any pain in the shoulder here. Now, if you're doing this exercise before a lift, you don't want to hold this stretch for any more than a couple seconds because you don't want to overstretch beforehand. So we're going to pulse in for a couple seconds and pulse out. And depending on whether or not you're doing this as just a stretch because you want to feel good or before a workout, we'll go anywhere from 30 seconds to about 2 minutes on each side. Second exercise, also using the doorway here for the lats, is going to, same idea, couple second stretch into it, especially if you're doing this before a workout. So you're going to grab on to the door. I like to do this with a hand over grip. You're going to push your hips back and then shift your hips to the side, almost like you're pushing your hips one direction and your head and shoulders are going another. Sink into the stretch for a little bit, feel it in the lats and the back of the shoulder, and come on out of it. Same idea. If you're doing this as a standalone workout or a stretch, you can go for as long as you want, really. If you're doing it before a workout, I would just hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds per rep and go for about 30 seconds on each side. This next move is a little bit more dynamic. We're working on a big range of motion at the shoulder. We're going to do a half kneeling rotation stretch against the wall here. So you'll go, I like to do front leg is the leg that's against the wall. Same idea here. If the hip's up, it's not going to let us rotate at the spine so much, so we really got to move at the shoulder joint. 2 hands up. You're going to do a giant circle, trying not to touch the wall, and bring it back around. The closer you can get to the wall without touching it, the more you're going to have to really rely on good mobility at the shoulder joint in order to make a full rep. This one, 10 reps per side, 1 to 2 sets, should have you feeling pretty good. Fourth and final exercise here for this shoulder mobility, shoulder opener circuit is going to be one we're going to use for actual thoracic spine extension. Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to get a bit of a stretch here in the lats and pecs because of where the arms are, but the goal is actually to get our T-spine mid-back as straight as possible. So we're going to go hands up on the inside of the door frame. You can also do something like this on a pull-up bar. Little lunge stance. Brace the abs a little bit and then reach through. As you brace the abs, it's going to help you not extend at the lumbar spine or the lower back. And the arms being up here is going to help you really, really get good extension. Now, the mid-back extension means straight up and down. It's never going to arch like your lower back or neck can. So we're really just going to try and push through a little bit. Get the head through the window that the arms create, and that's really as much extension as you're ever going to need in that T-spine. Same idea here, we're only going to hold this for a few seconds per rep. I would do about 10 reps, 10-15 reps, 2 sets or so, and you'd be all set. So you do all 4 of those exercises, pec stretch, the lat stretch, the half kneeling rotations, and then this through the doorway T-spine opening stretch, and you should have a pretty nice shoulder series. Whole thing maybe take you about 5 minutes to work through, have you feeling pretty good before you go and lift. Give this one a shot, let me know what you think.